Jus Riffin. Tuesday night, 8:30 EST. Know where we be. Jus Riffin. Special guest, a tech and talk, a musicology. Jus Riffin. Coming to you live at the same time. Here every week. Jus Riffin. Jump in the room, let's chop it up. It really ain't that deep. Jus Riffin.
Yes, everybody, welcome to Jus Riffin. This is another episode. It is October 29th. I'm one of your co-hosts, Hefner. We have also Cookie Rabinowitz in the building. I am using a different camera today, but I'm looking at my computer this way and I'm talking to you this way. So what's up? Tonight is a community jam. Tonight is the night that we just hang the fuck out. Everybody's the guest. So hopefully we got some people coming through. We have somebody with us tonight already, Taco, formerly of Gala Music or Gala Music, however you want to, wherever you're at in the world, Gala, whatever. All right. So we got Taco here with us tonight. We were to have him on as a special guest a few weeks ago, and under some circumstances, it just couldn't happen. But we're happy to have him here with us tonight. It's actually our pleasure to have him here with us tonight. We want to talk to him about everything, past endeavors, future endeavors, and all that good stuff. I got my co-host, Cookie Rabinowitz, here. I'm looking right at you. I can't miss you. I see you got your Halloween costume already on. What's going on with you, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. You know, it's a good time to be alive. It was a nice weather out today. We have our community jam. We're gonna be rapping about some stuff. We got some giveaways, from what I understand, and stuff. And we got a special guest in here. I love tacos, and it is Tuesday.
That's right. Taco Tuesday. Absolutely. So, okay. So what are we doing? We're giving away a Coldie NFT from his series called Decentralized. It's of Eddie Vedder. Now, we had Coldie on the show last week, as you know, or if you may not know. Coldie was on our show last week. He was a guest, and we were talking about this piece, and he was telling us actually the story behind the piece, why it even came about. He did it because Eddie Vedder was talking some nonsense about NFTs and that, you know, the people are grifters, so to speak, in the space. So as Coldie put it, Eddie raised his hand. Yeah. I love how Coldie put it like that. He was mentioning they raised their hand after whoever got a piece painted or done by Coldie. It was like because they raised their hand. So Eddie raises his hand in this aspect, and Coldie does this piece. And what Coldie's doing with it actually is selling the pieces, which is limited, I believe, to 200. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Cookie. And all the money goes to Eddie Vedder's charity for homeless people in Seattle. Coldie's doing the same. He's giving away all the proceeds from this project to that foundation. And hopefully Eddie Vedder sees that not everybody in the NFT space and Web3 and blockchain space are bad people. We know we got bad actors and we got good actors. Coldie definitely is a good actor. So
right on. I believe it is 300 pieces actually. So it's 300. And yeah, you know, I think it's really cool. And I definitely understand why people you know, who haven't hung out here like us don't really get it that quickly. And also even people in this space like us, like myself, I kind of get it in a different way, you know, like I'm not such a fan anymore, you know, just to be blunt about it, about the whole, you know, NFT, the verbiage used, and, you know, just the way that it's framed. I think the technology is great. I think it's useful, but it's very easy, I think, to once again frame the technology and make it in a useful light instead of, hey, you know, something that people that don't know the tech can just be like, oh, I can just right click and save that, because it's much deeper than that. But the kind of way it's been described in a lot of different outlets, it gives people that impression. And you know, that's why a lot of the main industry still thinks it's a scam or a grift or whatever. But
how would you, if you've given it any thought, how would you change that? How would you rearrange it so it's not a negative stigma towards the you know, NFT?
well, What really interests me about it is, just the blockchain in general, not in particular, non-fungible tokens, is just the trustless ledger aspect of it, the transactional, documentation that is trustless. So, in my opinion, like, if I could myself utilize that technology, I'll give you a perfect example. Like, so, there's somebody helping me book some shows, and they had a streaming player up on their site with some of my music, and, uh, I approached them about it because I don't have my stuff on Spotify or anything, and it's not that I understand that if they're helping me book shows, if somebody's gonna go to their website and to their, EPK or whatever of me and try to book a show, then my music's on there, but for me, I'm trying to have all the streaming, all the music come from me directly so they could embed my music. Basically, I requested them to take it down because I want I want to host the streaming through my own, protocol, preferably blockchain related, and this way, we can use the ledger for what it's really for. Like, for instance, if somebody, streams a Cookie Rabinowitz track from the booking agent and I get a gig from it, I'll know there's a transaction of some sort there. There's interaction. If somebody buys it from my website when I have all those pieces in place, it's all coming from the same source. Or if not from the same source, it's from delegated sources. So I might have different um, ledgers set up to log different use cases for maybe booking and business end or a user consumer listener end. But at the end of the day, as they say, at the end of the day, or it could be in the beginning of the day or in the middle of the day, or maybe like a brunch, you know, uh, I think it's just like, I don't like to look at it as, I think collectibles are cool too. Let me side track a little bit too. Collectibles are cool, like vinyl, right? Somebody buys an album. Somebody can buy a collectible on the blockchain, and as you and Coldy were even talking about last week, somehow you could tie that to a physical. And in the future, I think it'll be very common and very likely for people to be into collecting, people that aren't now, in other words, collecting digital collectibles. Like, I think digital collectibles are a real thing, and the sovereignty proof of the blockchain is great. I just think we're not there yet in consumer land. So I think we got to kind of slow it down and use it, but we don't have to broadcast what it is as much. We can just utilize it. Like, if I implemented those things I was just talking about, I wouldn't necessarily have to say they're implemented, but they're at the same time they're serving me and whatever community I engage with. So,
How do you propose that we bring it to the public to where it could be consumable without them having to think about it, like where all the work is being done behind the scenes?
well, for instance, the use case of using it as a ledger, like I just mentioned, like if I'm using it to actual stream music and to record the transactions of users interacting, I'm still getting the benefits of the blockchain and direct transactions between me and, whoever is utilizing whatever protocol that I use. Uh, but I don't have to say that's what it is. And it's funny, we're talking about this because earlier, and I'm not, I'm investigating all different kinds of implementation, and I've experimented with many, and I move kind of slow on this stuff just because I'm not, super fast with the applying
It's
part.
good.
But
It's good to do your research and chill.
there's a protocol in Ethereum called Unlock that works right with WordPress, right? That you can have subscription-based people to your site. So you can essentially have gated special little sections of your site, and you could have this just simply plugged into your WordPress. It's a pretty easy setup, and that's for Ethereum-based and layer 2 solutions that people can actually use it now. And also, I believe with unlocking, there's another one that's Soul. I was looking at one that from Soul too. I forget what it's called. I feel terrible because it looked cool, and I think that I'm actually going to utilize that one. I've been messing with a little bit, but the Solana one, and I believe there's also ways to interact with credit cards and stuff. So, and then, I messed with for a little bit, and I still mess with them. There's a company called Formless, who is doing a lot of great things with the blockchain. And if you buy music through their protocol, you can buy it with Apple Pay, Google Pay, and or you can buy it with your Matic, Optimism, whatever. But people you can it
Can
meets
you
the
buy it
people.
with USD too? Can you buy it with cash?
Well, via Apple Wallet and Google Pay, you
Gotcha.
know?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
so in other words, it meets the consumer where they're at, the way they wanna do it, and, I think it's cool. Now, in all honesty, everything I've experimented with so far, they're legit, and the people are doing great things, but these things take time to build. So with that said, the user interfaces still, I think, are a little lackluster on all counts,
What's the
and
smoothest? Which one is the smoothest so far that you've had less friction with, the least friction with?
I haven't found any way I can't I wouldn't, to be honest with you, I wouldn't use any of them right now. What I have right now
Okay.
is, I'm experimenting with all of them. I'm actually letting certain people that, are into my music, whatever, certain small group of people let them know, "Hey, I'm just experimenting with this stuff, but don't take it, take it for what it is," in other words. But I'm not really going hard in the paint and saying, "Yo, this is like, I'm going this way." But
Yeah.
for me, I think a strategy right now that I'm using is I'm just explaining to people why I'm not using streaming platforms. And that might be different for me than for another artist. And every artist is entitled to their own reason for that. Every artist is entitled to their own reason for anything. That's why we're
Sure.
artists. We create our
Sure.
unique, we're expressing our voice. So with the blockchain stuff and with streaming, I just simply explain to people why I personally am not using the major streaming platforms. And then I say, hey, but if, and I don't know, and I also honestly explain to them that I don't know how I'm going to distribute yet. I really don't know.
Yeah.
But in the
Yeah.
meantime, here's some music. And if you'd like to support it, you can throw a tip or a little Solana. I don't really like the whole tip thing, but I want to let
Sure.
people know that I'm okay with, like, I'm okay if you want to support me making more music. It kind of, shows me that I'm doing something that's providing a service of some sort. But at the same time, I'm honest with, I don't know the correct method of distribution yet, and I don't. But I'm experimenting.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different avenues, so many different things that platforms that are out there, and I don't believe that there's one that that does it all. And I don't think that there's one that does it properly quite yet. We're going to talk to Taco because Taco has some experience. He worked with Gala Music, and so we're going to talk to him because I want to pick his brain a little bit. Also, he was at a big company that's pushing music as well as other things, but he was on the music side of things. And I think, yeah, there's nothing that's there yet that will allow you to do what you want to do and get it to the consumer in an easy, digestible way. Nothing is there yet. I know that they're trying. I don't know if they're trying in this direction to make it digestible or easily digestible for the consumer. All that stuff is yet to be seen. So, and I know we have some ideas. You and I have some ideas we discussed uh, as well with Coldy. A matter of fact, on the last show, but we discussed off camera, and so I'm excited. I'm excited about that. We can't like bring in anything up yet because it's our ideas. They're fresh, and obviously we don't want those ideas to be stolen. So, but when we get things locked in, we'll discuss those things on our show. You guys will be the first ones to hear about that when we do lock something in. But quite frankly, I'm interested in knowing the depths of some of these platforms and why they start where they start, or what their agenda is when they got started opposed to where they're at now. Like, what were you thinking when you were starting and where are you? So
Sure.
one day that platform will be there.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be many. I think it might even be, individual artists just doing their own thing. I mean, let the fans create a network effect. If they really like an artist, let them spread it around. I made it, it's funny. Joe Walsh had and I'm a big fan of Joe Walsh. If you know, he's,
I
everybody knows
know.
Joe
Yeah,
Walsh,
yeah, Eagles.
right? A lot of people,
I'm
he's,
49. I
but
actually
yeah,
saw
yeah,
him
yeah.
at the
But
World Series real quick. I saw him at the World Series, Boston against LA. LA lost that World Series, but he actually walked right where I was at. He walked right in front of me. He's a little bit shorter than me, but yeah, Joe Walsh, a legend. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
legend, legend. So I always loved his album titles, very but he had this one album called You Bought It, You Name It. You know, that was the name of the album. But I kind of feel like, you know, as I'm hypocritically out here saying, "Hey, look at me on social media," trying to get people to notice music, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, I want to get my music out there, you know. I'm not ashamed of that because I'm putting it out there to try to serve somebody, make somebody smile or do something. But with that said, I think at the end of the day, when you make the right shit, the people will share it, right?
That's
So
true.
I thought that
You
was a
hope
great name
so,
for
right?
an album. Like, I made it, you share it. You know, like you bought it, you name it, I made it, you share it, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
um,
for sure.
or I made it, you post it. But
That's right. So we got Burn Dog is in the building. So I'm excited to have him here. Taco is here.
wait, hold
Let's
on a second. Hold on. Wait, Burn Dog's here?
Burn Dog is here, bro. Finally.
He
He's
took a
here.
break
He's
from
down. He's
gaming?
down. I'm gonna bring them all. I'm gonna bring them up. So I'm gonna run to this segment first. You bring up the thing. Actually, let me bring them up. So first of all, this gentleman, his name is Taco. Taco, welcome to Just Riffin. Taco is formerly of Gala Music. We're going to find out what you're doing, what's going on. And then we also have Bird Dogler in the building from Rug Radio, Wreck Guys, and just being ginger as fuck. He's going to deny it, but whatever, man. All good. Burn is a man. We love Burn. Let's get to Taco first. Taco, welcome to the show. Welcome to Just Riffin. We're going to do a segment now, and Burn, you can be part of this too. We're going to do a segment that we call the 2-minute tune-up. So I'm going to get to it. What it is I'm going to let J6, you're going to do this one today. J6 will have 2 minutes to ramble and rant or whatever he wants to talk about. Could be positive, negative, about anything. And then we're going to elaborate a little bit if we have anything to elaborate about. Okay? So here we go, guys. The 2-minute tune-up, where Hefner and J6 have 2 minutes exactly to respond to each other's topic of the week. Just Riffin. All right, we're back. Just Riffin. We do this every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cookie Rabinowitz is here. Taco is here. Burn Dogler is here. Repping the Wrecked. Go for it, Cookie. Your 2 minutes is going.
It's such a special occasion here. We got Burn in the building. I think Burn should rip a topic for us, and we should rip off that.
Oh, you just throw him into the fire like that. Burn, we're going to leave it up to you. You got 2 minutes. Start your topic about, it could be about anything. You got 2 minutes.
Anything? Okay, guys. All right. I mean, you just teed me up for this.
Perfect.
So let's talk about rec drinks. So these go on sale tomorrow. Rec Brands, OSF, friend of mine. I work for him too. Been in this community a long time, so we kind of built a brand out of nothing. Started with some artwork, and tomorrow he's launching his drinks. So yeah, man, this is it. Now I'm not sure like how Web3 centric your show gets, or if it's more focused on the music and stuff. But
it's everything. It's all around. It's all around.
All right, cool, man. So yeah, like basically, people are gonna get points, rank points for getting these, and they go on sale tomorrow. I don't know what a drank point is. It's above my pay grade, but I mean that's the only thing I'm thinking about right now, honestly, because like yeah, it's a pretty big deal for the community and for those guys. So and you put me on the spot, and I couldn't think of anything else, and there was a can sitting right in front of me, so I just thought of the first thing I looked at.
That's perfect. That's the whole purpose of it. All right, your 2 minutes is up, man. I'm going to jump in first here, guys. I love the Rec brand. I love those guys. I missed a boat getting into Rec. I don't have any ETH to buy one now, but eventually I will be there with you guys just to have one because I really like the art. The Rec brand, I mean, I'm Rug Radio fam, so I see you guys all the time. I'm proud of the Rec brand. I'm proud of you, Burn. Proud of the team at Rug Radio. Proud of the team at Rec Brands, OSF, Mando. They do it right. Smart guys, good guys to follow. Happy as hell for them that this drink is finally coming out, and I can't wait to get some. To be honest, I really can't wait to get some. That's my 1-2 on it. Taco.
Yeah, listen, I've got a ton of friends. A lot of the OG Gala people got into Rect, and so I see a lot of them with the PFPs. they're all super smart and they know what they're doing, and I'm not smart enough to recognize like, oh, all these smart guys are getting into this. I should probably get into this. I did not, but I'm kicking myself now because everyone, obviously it's a highly regarded project.
Hell yeah! All right, Cookie.
Well, when I saw the artwork, I'm not gonna lie, I saw a Red Light District when they were like 0.2, and when they were 0.2, I was like shit ass broke. So I really wanted to get it, but actually 0.2 at that time was like, I was like, I couldn't even think of it, but I liked it. And since I've worked, since I've worked in the industry, like kind of like, DJing at a strip club as my day job for years, I kind of resonated with it. I was like, this isn't really my thing, but I'm kind of stuck here now. And I really resonate with being wrecked in this environment. It's kind of where I'm at. So then when the Rec Guy launched, I did not have the D-Gens, which you needed to get them free at the time. But as soon as they launched, I was like, I got to at least get the Rec Guys. They came out, and I think I got my first one at 0.17, which,
Wow.
and I just think the community is super fucking cool. It's like, who can't, resonate with being wrecked? We're all fucking wrecked. And when it comes to the drink, even the ones, we're all, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm a musician, so every musician is wrecked as far as I know, unless they're lying. And that's, even the marquee names are wrecked in some way. But
Diddy, man.
But with the drink itself, I'm really stoked because I haven't drank alcohol in I think about 20 years. So I'm down with some sparkling water. And I'm also interested in, which maybe Bern can fill us in on, because since I do work pretty much in bars, it's funny, I don't drink, but I work in bars every night. And, I have a pretty good rapport with at all the places I go into. And I would love to be like, hey, you know what? Check out this fucking can. It's fucking cool. It's wrecked. Designated drivers or non-designated drivers that maybe want to slip in a little tequila. But are we at that point yet, Bern, or are we not at that point where we're kind of schlepping it to bars and stuff?
We're not at that point yet, but that time may come. First, we gotta sell out tomorrow. That's the goal. There's 250,000 cans we're looking to sell out tomorrow, and like I feel good about it. I'm not like on the inner team with those guys, but I feel pretty good about it. But there will come a time when you'll be able to get these out there and share them with whoever.
You'll
I'm
see him in the gas station. You'll see him in the, when you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll be great. Get that distribution, some 7-Eleven,
everywhere,
some Wawas.
everywhere. Wally World, everywhere, man.
Wally World, baby.
Everywhere.
I love it.
Man.
Hell yeah. So once this drink comes out, Bern, and it sells out, what happens from there? Where does that brand go? The drink wise.
So I'm kind of like speaking for for Ovi here. So I mean, this is based off like what I've heard him say, right? And Tabs too, of course. So the plan is sell these out. They do have a lot of big distributors who are like, yeah, let's work together now. But those guys want to pay like insanely low prices, right? So tomorrow we go out, we sell out 250,000 cans in like a day. That's going to give a lot of leverage, yeah. And then we can negotiate some better deals that are better for the equity holders like Cookie and I. So because they actually gave equity to all the holders of the NFT. So
cool.
it just puts us in a position of power from a negotiation standpoint. There's a new flavor coming and a new type of drink coming is what I've been told. I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. They haven't spilled the beans yet.
Nah, above my pay grade. Yeah,
I hear that. You got to start making T-shirts that say that for sure.
Team needs some.
Yeah, for sure. So we got Taco on the show. Taco is formerly from Gala Music, and it's been a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you on the show with us as well, Bern. Taco, please give us a little bit of your background before we get into a little convo with you as well.
Yeah. First, can I just say the Dodgers are up 2-1 over the Yankees right now. Are they gonna sweep this thing?
Yeah, it's already written, I believe. I saw it on the faces of the Yankees last night when they were playing, and you just see the life is they're lifeless. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my preferred outcome, but I put money on the Yankees today because I just there's no way they're getting swept, right?
Yeah.
But, wow.
I thought the Yanks, to be honest, before you start your going into, about you, is I told my friends here in South Florida, Yanks are going to sweep them. I thought the Yanks bats were stronger than fucking LA, but LA is just more sound, I think, all around defense, and their bats are just incredible, and my Freddie Freeman, my Moogie Betts, those my valuable cards, rookie cards, first Bowman's first, they're all going up. Let's go Dodgers, sweep it tonight.
Nice. I'm from Massachusetts, so congrats on Betts. Should be a song.
You hate the Yanks.
Yeah, always. Yeah. So you first invited me on the show a while ago when I was still with Gala Music, and it made sense. I appreciate you still having me on to talk music. I'm still close with everyone on the Gala team, friends with that whole community and a lot of artists on there, and so love talking music and different Web3 platforms. I was doing that for 2.5 years and just left recently. I got an opportunity to move to a Web3 game company, which gaming was kind of my roots. It's how I got into Web3, and so I decided to change things up a little bit. So now I'm with Planet Mojo team. They have a game called Mojo Melee, pretty well known in the Web3 space. But happy just to talk about music if you guys want.
Yeah, 100%. Well, first I wanted to know, what were you doing at Gala? Gala? How do you say it anyway? Gala. So What were you doing at Gala? What brought you to Gala?
So prior to that, I actually owned a photography business. And during the pandemic, everything shut down. There were no weddings. There was no anything. And that's when I had some free time. And so kind of got into the blockchain, Web3, NFT, crypto, the whole space, went down a rabbit hole. I found Gala on the game side because I liked what they were doing with some of their games. I kind of got into their community like a lot of people did. I ended up being way too much time on Discord, meeting people. And eventually I said to my wife, listen, I'm going to work for these guys. This is fun. I like what they're doing. And she's like, yeah, cool, go for it. So she still runs her photography business. I joined Gala. Initially, my background's in business. And when we interviewed, it was hey, come on as a community manager, and then we'll figure out what's next. But I fell in love with the community, so I just kept doing that. So built the Gala Music community, 2.5 years. So I did that. I did a lot of that A&R. I brought on a lot of the artists initially, which is really fun, just because when you're a part of the community, you're meeting the artists. And so introducing them, bringing it on. So yeah, it was fun. Got a lot of events. Can't beat that. Okay,
so that chapter of your life closes, and now you're moving on to a new chapter. Was this something that you envisioned, that you were because it seems like you were doing photography and you jumped into Gala just
just kind of on a whim, and fell in love with just the whole community aspect of it. Thought it'd be a cool place to work, and so went for it. Wasn't part of the master plan for sure. We were doing okay, but it's this is cool, and so I kind of just go with the flow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then it gets you here to where you're at. I presume that you're on still good terms with Gala, and you left on good terms.
Totally good terms.
Or is there drama there? Because I love drama.
I hate them all, and I finally, they're good. I'm still friends with a lot of them. They're having an event at Art Basel in Miami in December. I'm going to go hang out with them down there.
Very cool.
I'm working as a I think they call it a talent scout now, where if I meet artists who are interested, I can get them on the platform, and so that's really great. And so I'm definitely in touch with all those guys.
Oh, that's great. And then, so what are you doing now with this new endeavor?
Exact same thing, just doing community.
Sticking with the community.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good people, right? And so building relationships, onboarding people, try to make things more organic and real, which is what we were doing with Gala. Like you go on the Gala server and it's, it's people who are friends, basically. They love music. They also love crypto. A lot of the artists go in there to hang out. And so, pretty good vibes.
That's awesome. So Bern, you're also community, or you started as well, right? As community manager with Rug or Rect, or you still do?
Yeah. So yeah, I started with
That's pretty
Rect.
interesting. You guys are both on the show, and that's what you guys were. So go ahead, Bern. Sorry about that.
Yeah, same story, man. Grinding in Discord. I was in there and just started helping people, and then I reached out to OSF. I was like, dude, can I mod? And he let me, and then they let me be community manager. And then I went to Reg Radio, so I'm community manager of both of those. And now I'm running the Epic Duck Discord as well. So, yeah, man,
Oh my
it's like
God,
you
dude.
just
And you're playing
yeah.
Call of Duty, and you're on the show tonight with us.
I'm a
And
gaming
you got
streamer
like two
now,
kids.
dude.
What's that?
I'm a gaming streamer now, so I'm
Yeah.
just shredding on Call of Duty. Yeah, it's fun.
Awesome, bro. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Stay busy.
I just wanted to chime in though, like both you guys being community, mods and whatnot. Like really, like that is probably, the most potent form of keeping shit moving. Like when you go into like a Discord and something, when these uh projects, whatever you want to call them, the NFT projects or blockchain communities or whatever, when shit's not going well, it makes all the difference. I mean, the Rec Guy Discord is legendary. It's like like you can go there when everybody's winning, you can go there when everybody's losing. It's just fun times. It's like and and the community thing is
There's no
great.
FUD, right? There's no fudding.
Oh no, there's
Not
tons of
in
fun
Rect.
at Pine
No,
Yeah, yeah.
DGen. Well, Pine DGen, he's like the resident fudder, right?
he fuds everything, man. He probably goes home and fuds his wife and just gets shit on for it. But
Hey, don't tell him,
he's
but
like
I FUD his
he's like
wife
my
every once
kids
in a while
suck.
too.
I don't, man. I know better shit.
Oh
But yeah,
shit.
it's good stuff though, man. It's fun stuff, and hopefully we'll all get our bags full one day. I got bags under my eyes. I got that going for me. But.
Me too, man.
That's
Me
right.
too. Speaking of, hey, okay, one thing I got to bring up quick. So OSF started this burpee challenge. Like I don't know, 60 days ago. It was a long time ago.
Crazy.
He's like, I'm gonna
63
do it.
days ago to be exact. 63 days
Yeah,
ago.
So nuts, bro.
Cookie knows the exact number, and he's like, I'm gonna do 100 every day until Christmas, and then like he stopped, but Cookie's still going, and we talk about it regularly in the FOMO chat. We're like, dude, he just keeps going, man.
It's amazing,
So
dude.
it's awesome.
After I did them today, I had to chop a tree up, and I accidentally hit the tree on my head, Burn. It was kind of fucked up, but yeah, it's like the thing is,
He's
it's like
scarring he's scarring.
it's like I have to keep doing them even more that OSF stopped, because it's like, because I can't just stop because he stopped now, because that'd be even worse than starting because someone else started. Like,
Poser.
now I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I might even have to do them after Christmas.
You might just do them forever, man.
Maybe.
Probably
No
getting jacked
overtime.
though, right?
I'll tell you what, true story, I've never felt more like physically fit than I do right now. Like I'm talking about more so than when I was 20.
Doing
Of
100
course,
burpees a day for 63 days.
That's
it's
a lot.
crazy. Like, and so there's a lot of benefit. And I also want to add too that it's very efficient. Like I've jogged and did shit like that, push-ups and stuff like that. Burpees takes about a third of the time and is probably 3 times more effective than anything I've ever done personally. So I'm with it. With that said, some days like today, like I felt my chest kind of was like, not my heart, but like the muscles in there was kind of like, maybe you shouldn't do that today. But I was like, fuck it, I
Oh
have
yeah.
to do it. So whatever.
Yeah,
But
dude, it's good, man. And I know what you mean about that feeling. Like I do some lifting and stuff, and sometimes my shoulders are like, yeah, your arm might fall off. You should probably stop, but you know, keep going. But yeah, dude, we applaud you. That's awesome, and it also allows us to make fun of OSF more for quitting, so it's good.
I think really it's I'm the one getting made fun of. It's like because in my mind I'm thinking nobody ever did one burpee. They were like, "Yo, let's see what idiot actually is gonna do this," and then I'm that idiot, you know.
It's good though, dude. You're winning. I
It
mean,
feels good.
yeah, I think it's badass. It's awesome.
Good times.
I'm talking to my little cousin over here. I'm trying to get her up in the community, so I'm going to send her a link. She's like, "What app is that?" These kids, they know more than I know. Right?
So you
Nice.
should get her a
Yeah.
rect guy, F.
What's that?
You should get her a rect guy.
Come say hello, Ella. This is Ella.
Hi.
Ella's my smart little cousin.
Hey.
She's
Nice.
my
Which
extremely
token?
smart little cousin.
So which token should we buy? Does she have
What?
that?
Oh, what? She doesn't know. I don't think.
Oh,
Do you know
okay.
anything about crypto yet? Yeah, she's like, "Is that Bitcoin?" She's awesome. Oh, see, she knows. She said it. She knows it's at an all-time high today. Come say hello to these guys.
Yeah.
This is Burn Dog. This is Burn Dog, and this is Taco, and this is my co-host Cookie up there at the top. This is Ella. Everybody, say hello because
Hello.
there's people watching too at
Hey.
their homes or wherever. Say hello, Ella.
Hello.
Ask her what you want to
Hey.
ask her. She's super smart.
Don't know.
Which token? I need to know which tokens to buy. What's gonna go up?
I don't know anything about that. I just know some stock from my mom.
Nice. Hey Ella,
Which
can I ask you, when you listen to music, how do you listen to it? Like on a streaming platform or on your phone, on YouTube? What's the first way you listen to your music?
I use the Apple Music app like all the time. In my
Gotcha.
car, I just connect directly. So
Do you ever use Siri, like, "Hey Siri, play me this on," and it plays you from it, or do you?
yeah,
Okay.
it works like that.
Oh damn! Now my Siri acting up. Shut up, Siri. I'm not talking. But
That's so good. Yeah, the youth today. I'm surprised though that that you don't know more about Bitcoin and what's happening at blockchain side of. They teach them the real stuff in school, guys.
Really?
no fake money.
Really, he's great. All right, you gonna get on your computer and jump on with us? Have some fun. All right, so we'll try and get her on. This is the first time I've been trying to get her on the show. She's plays the violin and she's just super smart. So happy that she's was able to come and hang out with us for a second. All right, guys, where are we at? What are we talking about?
hey, well, Hef, I want to add this real quick. So
Yeah.
So I asked her how she consumes her music, right? She's the youth. She's a very important demographic to look at. And we have Taco here who worked for Gala. Now, one of the things I'm curious about, because I don't think the tech would be too hard to develop, is any of these platforms that are up and running, not one of them have I found will operate that way. And the tech can't be too advanced. Like, in other words, for me to be in my car, if I want to listen to an artist on Gala Music, for me to say, "Hey Siri, play Joe Schmo and the Country Fish," I don't know, whatever, on Gala Music. Like, that tech should be in Gala's. I don't want to say should be. I'm not saying that they're slacking or anything, but it seems to me like an obvious play. Like, that's kids want to consume their shit, and not even kids. That's when I'm driving to work. That's what I say. I say, "Hey," I'm not going to say the name because she's going to talk to me. I don't want her to talk to me right now. Kind of like my girlfriend most of the time. I'm sorry. I hope she's not listening. But anyway, but it's like these apps, that's the way they're supposed to kind of work, right? Any thoughts on that, Taco?
Yeah, I don't think they have that built out yet, but they're working on it. As part of the app, they've got it connected through. You can connect through Apple Play in your car. Like, their app's gotten really slick, and so yeah, I'm sure at some point that'll be part of it. Because you're right, like that's the kind of thing you have to have with any streaming platform if you're going to be expect someone to use that instead of listening to Apple or Spotify. Obviously, Gal's not close to that yet, like catalog size, but yeah, I'm with you.
But that's even also more the reason, right? Because the catalog size really doesn't matter if the person that's consuming it has access to the artist they want to listen to. Like, so if that person's on Gala, there's no friction. There's zero friction. Just like there's zero friction for me to say, "Hey, so-and-so, play this on Apple Music or play this on Spotify." It would be the same zero friction for me to say, "Hey, play this on Gala." So, but without that not there, then instantly, no matter what artist, even if Beyonce or whoever, Taylor Swift or whoever the popular artist of the decade or week is on Gala, it still doesn't matter, because with that friction there, people, I don't feel, are going to utilize it, even if all the biggest, marquee names, if you will, were in the app. So I don't know. A lot of kids right now, with that said, so YouTube, you know how you have to have a premium YouTube account to be able to have it, so it's like a persistent web app on your phone, right? So there's even a workaround with this, and a lot of the younger people that I work with, they hipped me to it. I forget what the app's called, but there's an app that literally just siphons in everything that's on YouTube. So basically, the app is free, and it makes a non-premium YouTube, account work as a premium. So now all of a sudden you're in your car and you can use this app to stream all your favorite music from YouTube as if you were, so there's always stuff like this. So when the people that are doing it legitimately are doing it not as good, this is why record stores went out of business, because the day it's easier, like people that want to buy something, if it's more friction for them to buy it legitimately, way more than for them to get it quicker. So quicker and better is illegal, but friction and more expensive is legal. So what are people going to do? I don't know. Just riffing.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna, where there's a will, there's a way. If people aren't getting what they want, or even if, I guess they're getting what they want by hacking into a system and whatever, whether it's stealing your coins or whether it's stealing your music, your streams, or whatever. What I want to know, though, Taco, I'll ask you this, and Burn, I want you to jump in here too, because you're on a consumer side, right? When you're listening to music, correct? Okay, so we've been trying to tackle music on the blockchain. I think it's one of those aspects that is just untapped, super duper early, because the consumers don't know how to get in to an app like that, right? They don't know maybe where to find it or know how to utilize it in the regards of how the platform intended it to be used.
Well, first of all, Yankees now up 5-2.
Yankees are up?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're winning. You're winning your bet.
Well, I don't. It's a bet I don't want to win, which is it's the best kind of bet. Even if I lose, I win. It's tough, and there's a lot of platforms in Web3, and that's the big challenge, right? Is getting listeners to come onto these platforms and have it be, frictionless and feel like what they're already doing.
I think it's both. Didn't mean to cut you here, but I think it's both. I think it's lacking upper echelon artists, and it's lacking community. Or I wouldn't say community, because it has community. Yeah. It's lacking massive community. It's lacking the massive that the other streaming platforms like Spotify and YouTube have garnished, because they have the artists.
100%. And so you have to be in a position as a smaller platform to not think of it like you're trying to compete with Spotify, because you can't, right? You have to offer other things that make sense to consumers. And so for Gala, for a lot of the Web3, it's the fact that when you buy tracks, you can listen to everything for free. You can just go online and listen to it like a regular person. But if you want to get involved in the economy side, if you buy tracks, you earn the token when those tracks get played. And so people who are into the crypto side, that's attractive. They try to provide things where there's a better connection between artists and fans that you can offer in Web3. You can't offer as much in Web2. So if you're an artist, Cookie, if you drop a track on there, you can see everybody who bought your track. You know who all those people are. So you can run special promotions just for them. You can say, hey, anybody who buys this track, you're going to enter to win a t-shirt, or you're going to do XYZ. You know them, so you can form those relationships. And that's, I think, more the key right now, until you can build up enough of a catalog to have those, the A-list stars on there. There's some big names on Gala, but not nearly enough to be competitive from just like I'm going to listen standpoint.
Yeah. We talk about it a lot, Cookie, right? I mean, I think it's common sense here. The big name artist that comes along that is going to need to open that door. the doors, I mean, just kick it really open. It's open now. It's the artist or the management. They might not see the benefit to being on a platform like Gala.
Well, I think with the marquee artists, with the A-list artists, they're in contractual obligations, and those contracts are already in bed and made with the major streaming platforms, so they don't even have the ability. Like, so you
But if they did, right?
But if they did, that would be cool. But I think what would be cooler is if the application was better. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to say at the end of the day again, which I promised myself I'd never say at the end of the day, but this is just one more at the end of the day, and then I'll start at the beginning next time. But, Spotify, right? It's like, I don't put my music on there, but it's kind of hypocritical because I use it when I'm at work. When a girl requests a song and I don't have it, I go on Spotify, right? It's like when I'm in my car and I want that frictionless listening experience, I don't, whip out my Sony Walkman or whatever it is.
What's your go-to?
I use Spotify.
It's easy, right?
Yeah. So, and it has nothing to do with the artists I like being on there. That's a byproduct because the artists I like are everywhere. The artists I like are on old CDs in my closet right now, but the application works. The user interface, it just works. So that's why I personally use it, and I can't be the only one. So it's not a matter of the names that are on it. It's a matter of it working. The application works. I tried. We had we were talking about Audius a couple weeks ago, and it's very slick. I checked out the app. I really like it. It's up and coming. So is Gala, but they don't work well enough yet for me to use them as a listener. And
I get that. Yeah, they're so that's like one of the things, like I wanted to bring up too, and Bern, I want to ask you because you're a consumer, like how are you consuming music?
So you might think I'm a boomer, but I use Pandora just because it's what I've used for like 15 years. But I also use Apple Music. My wife showed me how to do that thing. I'm very thankful to her for that. Yeah,
Are you
I
the
do
type of
those
person
two.
that would buy music? Or are you like you don't really give a fuck about music? Like, do you just you listen to it and you're good with that?
I buy like maybe one album every like year or two, maybe like
Okay.
just for the airplane, because otherwise I can just listen to it like I can stream it. But like on the airplane, I gotta have some different music to listen to. But now because I got Apple Music, I can just download whatever I want for free. So
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't see why you would, why I would buy an album, because you can stream it. I mean, it's like, why,
All there.
and then one thing I want to comment about Pandora, they're kind of slipping, but at one time they really were doing it right. I don't know if you guys know this, but they had a 32-person human being committee called the Music Genome Project. And every artist, every song that would go through their system, real human beings. There were 32 music experts, all in different aspects of music. And they would listen to the song and they would categorize it. Okay, this song has a horn section. This song is 110 beats per minute. It has kind of a EDM type of feel, but at the same time, the singer is a male singer that sounds kind of soulful like James Brown. And 32 people would all categorize this. And back in the day when I was like doing chores around the house or whatever, it would always be such a pleasant experience to put Pandora on and just pick like one band, because I'd pick one band and then I'd get hip to like 30 different bands over the couple hours I was working around the house or whatever that I never heard of before. But 99% of them were I liked, so I thought it was really cool. But now they use algorithms instead of, humans, and the algorithms are pretty good. I'm not knocking them, but I'm just saying the difference is Pandora was great at that. Algorithms are really good at that, but the humans were great at it. And it's just, my opinion.
Yeah, I remember Pandora too. They were like, in the beginning, I remember it was before the streaming services really. I remember Pandora really being the only one that I can remember at the time. But what I didn't like about it was that it was playing the music for me. And I couldn't figure out how to play, whatever album or whatever songs. And then eventually other platforms came around that were allowing me to do what I wanted to do. So Pandora just was over that way. So I was like, Burn's still using Pandora, but I think, Cookie, you had told me one time that you can now listen to, you can plug in what you want, right?
Well, yeah, but that's kind of not what I liked. Like I liked about Pandora. Pandora to me was like a radio station, but it was a radio station.
Mixes it up.
Yeah, and it kind of works with your taste. Like I don't always want exactly what I want. It's kind of like the burpees I'm doing, right? I was killing myself doing push-ups, the same thing every day, and running every day. Every once in a while, it's good to take an outside opinion and try to do something that somebody else recommends instead of that you get from your own brain. Like, look at my brain. You don't want to listen to that, But it's like, outside opinions sometimes can push you in a more expanded direction, not a different direction. We're all going to be ourselves. We're going to use our own tastes at the end of the day in our own brains. But, outside opinions can help give us a little culture, expand our tastes and our interests.
That's right. I want to welcome Minton, my dog Minton, to the show. Welcome to the show. My dog Minton is like over in London, somewhere in England, the UK. It's very, very late over there. And so welcome to the show, Minton. How you feeling today?
I'm all right. It's slightly less late than normal because our clocks went back on Saturday Sunday.
I didn't know you guys do all that over there.
Yeah, we do, but it's like 1 week out of sync with the States, which is why I was late. I saw you'd started and was like, "What? Hang on, is it early?" And
Burn? You know Burn Dog? He's here,
yeah.
Burn.
Yeah.
Tacos up there somewhere.
Burn's the ginger one, yeah.
Yeah, and Cookie. See, I'm not the only one. You got the double. You got the double
finger.
Blame
Panda for that, I think.
So, Minton, how are you consuming music, man? Since we're talking about consumption of music right now, how are you doing it?
Mostly Spotify, to be honest.
Okay.
And I don't
think everybody is, man.
Yeah, I don't really like that, but it is my go-to, and that's partly, to be honest, at the minute I haven't got anything that I can play physical music on. I don't have. Well, I've never really owned vinyl. I was sort of a cassettes and CD kind of grew up mid '80s, and don't have a CD player now. And so one way or another, I'm streaming stuff from somewhere. I've got a hard drive somewhere with a good several hundred, 500 CDs ripped onto it, but it's not plugged into anything. It's not network storage. So I still buy CDs, but then half of them are unopened. In fact, I've got a certain amount of vinyl.
Nice.
Not loads, but just a few bits and pieces of particular bands that I wanted to support or whatever. But they're all still in the cellophane, and I just listen to it on Spotify, having paid for the thing if it's a band I particularly want to support or like. But yeah, Spotify, and the algorithms on Spotify, which again I don't know how much they are human now, because it used to be a sort of 50-50 mix with a lot of their potted playlists anyway. I've discovered a lot of new music that I love, and some of my new favorite bands or more recent favorite bands from that. The other place actually that I discover music is a couple of music festivals that I either go to or have friends that go to, and I'll just compile myself, but in Spotify, a playlist of all these small bands that I've never heard of. But it's just a sort of it's that radio thing of someone curating. I used to work at the BBC, and they have a lot of UK radio. Well, you listen to it anywhere, I suppose now. But their big thing when streaming started to come in and that kind of thing was that there's still a place for radio, because it's about that curation, and it's about saying, well, this song after this song works, and introducing people to new stuff, rather than that tyranny of choice and just being faced with not quite the blank page of Spotify, but what should I listen to? I still sometimes get out I've got shoe boxes in a cupboard somewhere full of CDs. I'll still sometimes pull those out just to remind myself what I like, so I can find it on Spotify.
Yeah. Taco, I want to throw the mic to you, Taco. Thank you, Minton, for sharing as well. With the way, I guess what we're talking about with music and consumption of music, I believe that the artist really wants to connect with their fans. I think that's one of the most important things for an artist, because without the fans, the artist is just playing. So a platform that encompasses the music as well as the fan side of things. Whereas like now you see, and I'll just relate this, you have Myriad Markets, which is a prediction market. You got Polymarket, which is a prediction market. You have these different platforms, right, that are giving points away to consume the content. What about the artist giving stuff away? We talked about this last week with Coldy on the show. Coldy had a set list. I forget from what group it was, but he has an actual physical set list. And that's kind of cool as a fan. Okay, like you bought 20, singles, and now you're eligible to win this set list or the drumsticks or the guitar. Do you feel like, or do you think, or what's your thought on the crossing over of the consumption of the music with the fans, not just it being about the music, but also being about the connection and the memorabilia and gamifying it somehow, some way to build more of a fanship?
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of Web3 is trying to do now. It's what Gala's trying to do, because you have to be doing that. Like Gala has a fan store basically where they sell stuff like set lists or different signed merch or different experiences, like a smoke session with somebody, different stuff like that, where you're using the token to buy that, and you earn the token when you buy the tracks. And so, yeah, I think things like that are really important. Megadeth has a NFT community where they, like, you can, by holding, you get access to the backstage, to better tickets, to entry before the concerts. And there's independent artists who are doing a lot of stuff. Violetta Zeroni is a big one. She releases a lot of hers just on her own, not necessarily on platforms. And she does meetups and she has different stuff for people. And so I think that connection is really where Web3 is trying to thrive, almost thriving, like getting to that point. Because for me as a music fan, that's what I want. Like I worked for Gala Music for 2.5 years. I consumed on Spotify. I wasn't listening to my music on Gala, even though I worked for them. But the artist connections and that next level stuff, those are the things I wanted. And so I'd interact with these artists. I'd see them at events, or they'd be in the Discord, and then I would buy their tracks to support them as people. Because you end up liking, it's like, oh, this is what they're doing. It's important that I support them the same way I buy a hoodie at a show because I want to make sure they're, getting money as artists. And so I think that's super important.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, the hoodie looks cool, right? And, as long as you like the music, you're not just throwing your money away.
Yeah, 100%.
So, all right, that's good to know. Yeah, I think that's super important. Cookie, I mean, I think we have the same thought on that too, right? Like, I think it's super important that, these type of things are put in place for the musician. I think without it, you just become a needle in the haystack, or just another piece of hay, because you're just doing it the same way as other people are doing it. I think the whole thing here, really what I'd like to see is a platform win and a platform become the norm, right? That people are going to. And I want to see somebody in this community, in Web3, on the blockchain, beat Spotify, beat YouTube Music. I want to see somebody in this space use their brains, the devs that are here, because they can definitely make it happen, to build something that, one, onboards the bigger name artists, right, as well, but a platform that kind of beats out the other guys, because the other guys are coming. Believe that. They already know about blockchain. They know about Web3. And I guarantee that their wheels have been spinning. I guarantee that. Who knows how fast they're coming, if they're even coming or what, but that's my thought on it. I really would love to see Web3 win.
Well, I mean, I don't really think of it as at such a broad scope, but I hear what you're saying, and I think that's cool. And I think these companies like Gala and Audius and the other ones, Sound XYZ, they're all building stuff maybe with these big aspirations and a broad scope, like I mentioned. But as an artist, I see the blockchain as a totally different thing. I'm not really interested in beating Spotify. I'm not really interested in a platform beating Spotify. I'm not really interested in a platform. I'm interested in technology that just a simple musician like myself can use, and I can say, "Hey, if I make something that moves you, you can interact with it and engage with it, and when you do, it's a direct connection between me and you. It's not between me, you, and Spotify, or me, you, and Gala, or me, you, and Sound XYZ. Like, I want the direct connect because that's why I make music. I make music to connect with people. And I don't believe that a platform is the answer. And I think when a platform realizes that a platform isn't the answer, then a platform will create a platform that isn't a platform, and that will be the answer.
If it's not a platform, what is it?
It's basically a white label headless mechanism for artists to be able to distribute their music soundly on a trustless ledger, using that for transactional, quick, and seamless purchases and direct engagement with their fans. And it's headless. So when Cookie Rabinowitz has that on his site, it's Cookie Rabinowitz's shop, right? When you know, whatever Hefe and the whatevers have their own, but it's theirs. And the network effect, you know, I personally don't like, I understand that, you know, you have to go where the people are. So if saying to speaking to what you were saying earlier, Hef, where like if everybody's on Spotify, you know, have a song on Spotify. But the reality is, if I'm on Spotify, no one's going to see me just because I'm Spotify, because that's not the way Spotify is gamed. Spotify is gamed for you know, and this is just fact. I'm not mad at them or anything. They're a business. They're supposed to make money, you know. I'm a musician. I'm supposed to make music. I'm not supposed to make money with music. It would be cool to, but I'm a musician, right? But Spotify, they're supposed to make money. So they create through libraries, AI, and also library music from artists for their playlists, to pad their playlist, so they don't have to pay as much in royalties out to the actual artists that really create you know, their voice and their music and express themselves that way. That's just the way it's done. Also, they're in bed. I hate to say in bed, although bed is good. I like bed. You know, but with major labels and Spotify, they all own, you know, major labels own a big chunk of Spotify. So of course, you know, this is like, you know, new school payola, like in a sense. Not really, it's a little different, but you know, if an artist is being played on Spotify from X label, that's because that label has invested interest in Spotify. And it's the same thing, like, right, okay, so I've had some music over the years synced in different, you know, shows and whatever, network stuff, but I never had a label or anything like that, and I never really even tried to do it. It just happened. But the reality is, most of that stuff is privy to the labels, because the labels have deals with the music supervisors. So, and here's the clincher, right? If you're an artist and you're signed to a label, that label's getting the majority of your publishing anyway. So when they get it synced in the television show, the label's getting most of the money. This is the same thing with Spotify. It's just an abstract way of looking at it. It's not, you know, it's not sync music. It's, you know, the people listening and enjoying it, and they're using it to stream, but that revenue is going to the labels, not the actual artists. And I'm not mad at them, because those artists actually made those deals with the label. The clincher is, those deals were made before streaming music even existed. They're just starting to catch up with that type of thing. But I mean, so I think the wrong approach is, you know, like, sometimes I hear, you know, musicians on the timeline, oh, I'm getting fucked, you know, by Spotify. I'm fucked. They're fucking me. You don't have to put your music on Spotify. Put your music wherever you want. You know, stick it to a Epic Duck if you want, you know?
That's right.
Just riffing.
Okay. Just riffing, dude. Okay. Speaking of that, I wanted to mention that we have a giveaway today. We're giving away a piece of art from Coldy, who was our special guest last week. Coldy's an amazing 3D artist, stereoscopic. I can speak topic. You got it, Cookie. I'm not sure how to say it. At any rate, amazing artist, and he's got a series called Decentralized. And so we're giving away an Eddie Vedder piece that Coldy did, Decentralized Eddie Vedder. And the story behind it is Eddie Vedder was talking smack at one of the concerts about NFTs and the Web3 and blah, 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 blockchain. Long story short, Coldy made this NFT, and he's giving all the proceeds away to Eddie Vedder's charity for homelessness in Seattle. So Jus Riffin bought the NFT. We didn't get it for free from Coldy. We bought the NFT and we're giving it away. Actually, J6 bought the NFT and we're giving
Come
away.
On, man. The show did. All right.
And we're giving it away for free to a lucky winner today. Now, we also want to thank DGenTie, part of Myriad Markets and Rug Radio, I believe, or Decrypt. You could tell me DGenTie, Burn. But so DGenTie created this thing called RaffleBot, which is used every day on FOMO Hour, and we wanted something that was reliable. So we are using RaffleBot for today to do this contest. And so you need to go to rafflebot.xyz and make sure that you, very easy, just connect your Twitter or whatever, okay? And through it, we've all done it. You know how to do this stuff. So go to rafflebot.xyz. There's plenty of time. We're not giving it away right this second. And I'm going to give away a word, though. And that word you're going to need to put into the raffle bot. And I forgot to add something else in there, I think, to retweet or whatever. But just make sure that you're following Jus Riffin at Jus Riffin, Jus Riffin, Riffin. And that's pretty much it. The password for today is Oceans. Oceans is a Pearl Jam song from their album 10 and one of Coldy's favorite songs. So Oceans, all lowercase, I think that'll work. And so Oceans is the keyword that you want for today. And we'll let you know when, you can go in there and do it now, but we're not going to do the raffle right at this second. So you got plenty of time to handle your business. All right. So Oceans is the password for today, and go to rafflebot.xyz. Thank you to DGenTie for letting us use the rafflebot.xyz today. Thank you. And thank you, Jus Riffin, for getting this Coldy NFT. Fucking amazing. This is really cool. There's only 300 made, so it's very limited. And thank you, Coldy, for doing the art and telling us.
Hey, I want to add to that. I thought it was really cool during the show that Coldy, like when he heard that, just his response was it was like everything. It wasn't like, like it could have angered him, but instead he was motivated to do something positive for it. And I just think that's great. If everybody reacts that way to a situation that is kind of, not their thing, I think it would be a cool thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, Eddie Vedder talking smack about NFTs. Coldy just happens to be in the audience, and here we go. And now we have a new project. Awesome. I want to welcome Splash of Henny to the stage. Welcome to Jus Riffin, Splash of Henny. How you feeling? Good.
Hey guys, what's up?
Love it. I love the yellow and the blue. The teal and the yellow is great. The color.
Right on. Yeah, just did a little painting recently, doing a few house things. So yeah,
very
doing
nice.
well though. How are you guys doing?
Excellent. Welcome to Jus Riffin. Welcome to our community jam. You've been here before?
Yep. Right on. Good to be here.
Couple familiar faces and a couple people you might not know. That's Taco up there. Taco, that's Splash of Henny. She actually won a punk on FOMO Hour by the use of the RaffleBot.
That was pre-RaffleBot.
It was pre. Yeah, you're right. Right.
That was the Twitter picker, I think. That was the old days.
She botted it, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you for correcting me.
She botted it. She has 1,000
total
bots.
bot,
She
man.
uses the sign up.
Rigged it all the way. Rugged you all.
Awesome. So we're talking music as normal, as per usual. Tell us what's going on with you, Henny.
In terms of music, I would say I mainly listen because I have a Mac and I'm usually doing a lot of computer work on my Mac, and so I listen to Apple Music a lot. And I have to say I have a beef in that they don't have a library. What I would love, I guess any of these services would be something that you can a landing page that you can go over to where you can just browse the library. Who are the jazz artists? Who is this? Who is that? But I don't is there anywhere that offers that? What am I missing?
Yeah, I don't know from any other platform. I don't know. I
Because
just
it's all algorithms, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I use mainly for me, I use YouTube Music because I have the premium YouTube.
Yeah.
So I get YouTube, and it's just for me. I'm like, it's somewhat like Pandora too, like a Cookie, where I just can put an artist in just one song, and then it'll continuously start playing things that it might think that I like. So I think that's cool. But I just look up
But you're
jazz,
a DJ, so you know all the musicians. I don't.
somewhat. I just look up jazz. I'll look up just sometimes I
Yeah.
just randomly look up jazz and it starts playing stuff, and then that's how I create my playlist.
Well,
I would just love to have a library where I can just browse the names, and know what else is out there.
Well, I'm pretty sure they all worked it the way where, like, if you type the artist in, right, you can either type an artist or a genre, and then it'll show you like lists and lists that you can pick from there, and it'll break it down in albums, artists, and songs. And then from there, you can create your own kind of library because you can create your own playlist. Like you could create your jazz playlist or your rock playlist. Is that what you mean, or is it a little
Well,
different?
but I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like, because I do that, but I feel like, okay, you might get 10 artists, you know what I mean? Whereas, as opposed to just, you have that nice wall of albums, But anyway, just my beef. That's just my beef with the streaming services is that there's no, you don't get, there's nothing you can scroll through to be like, oh yeah, I want to check this out. Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh, I
that.
see what you're saying.
That's all. I
Yeah,
just would love like a list, on an extensive library, but I guess that's a lot to ask.
it's not quite the same as being able to go into a record store and
Yeah.
go into the jazz section. And although again, I suppose someone has still decided which albums and artists to put in that section of the store. But I think, on all the services I've used, it is a lot more limited because you can type in jazz and you'll get a jazz playlist or selection from Spotify or YouTube or wherever. But again, someone has curated that, something has curated that for you rather than it being an exhaustive list of everyone that's tagged a song with jazz, I guess.
That's right. I mean, I guess I just miss, stumbling across things. You stumble across things when they play them in the playlist, but I don't know. I guess I'm more visual.
Yeah. You know what? That would be like a cool boomer app. And boomers are a large demographic of music consumers.
Yeah.
So it's not, it's not to write them off.
Boomer
And by
and
them,
Gen
I
X.
mean me. But
Boomer and Gen X.
yeah. So, but like, I mean, you could literally have a storefront that's crates, and you could utilize all these Unreal Engines and stuff to actually flip through album covers, just like you're going through the things at the record store. You're flipping through the records, and it's kind of nostalgic. It would kind of give some people the feels as they're perusing music, like, oh, I remember when I used to do this in Sam Goody in 1978.
Hell yeah, dude! I used to go and get my fingers dusty, bro. I used to get grimy. I'd go to the record fairs, record shows. I'd go with my little portable record player, seriously, with my headphones, plug it in, and where I can just tap through the records, what I wanted to grab, what I liked, and it would be like, people that are like, they at that time, they were in their 50s, 60s, just want to get rid of their junk, get rid of their records, and seriously would get my fingers dusty fingers. Yeah.
Cookie, I love your idea. I would be totally into it. I would be a rabid user.
Hell yeah.
I think I would too. Like, I never thought of before, but like I picture like the mouse and you scrolling like it's like just like you see them kind of go one in front of the other, but it would actually be the actual album covers.
Yeah.
The art, seeing the art would be so rad. Oh my God.
Yeah. There's so much.
Neat.
Yeah. Didn't mean to cut you, honey, but yeah, so much very cool art Speaking of art and album covers, let's start with Burn, since Burn's sitting there quietly. Burn, what's your favorite album cover?
Man,
I'm going to ask this to everybody, so you have time to think. Burn, you're first.
honestly, I like a lot of the Logic album covers. They're by what's his name, the big artist.
Scan?
But I no, dude. Big fucking NFT artist. What's his name? He did the Skulls of Lucy.
I'm
He's
clueless.
like one of the biggest artists. But
Sam Spratt. He's an old
Sam Spratt.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
He did the Logic album covers, dude. And
Wow.
like I always thought they were cool, and then I found out it was him, and I was like, that's fucking sweet.
Wow, interesting.
But yeah, like, dude, I don't know.
And you talk about Logic the rapper, right?
Yeah, Logic the rapper. Yeah.
Wow, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check those. Go back and look at those. I didn't know that it was Sam that did the art on that. Interesting.
I just had a look. You can sort of tell.
Yeah. Yeah, they're sweet. I was like a huge fan of his, and then I found that out, and I liked those too, and I was like, wait a minute, that was kind of cool. So, yeah, I guess I'd have to look at some to like think about it, man. I don't know. I'm usually just on my phone, like listening to music. I don't really look at covers a lot anymore.
No, from back in the day. See, I'm from that era where we would read everything, read the producer, know who was the mastering engineer, know who the A&R was. We looked at the special thanks just to see who was in there. Like we looked through everything. This is like, we had beepers, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even have cell phones, homie. We had to read, bro. We didn't have Siri that could read it back to us. We had to look at the shit.
I had the can with the string on the other end of it. Yo,
shit,
is
dude.
the oatmeal done yet?
Yo, I like my girls with big bangled earrings and beepers, bro. We got to bring it back. All right, Minton. Thank you, Burn. Minton, what's your favorite album cover?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's tough. When you first said it, and it's not an album that I really ever. Well, no.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind? What's the first album that
first
comes?
Thing that came to mind was the early mid-90s Mercury Rev album, which is like plasticine with big tits.
With what?
Big sort of plasticine boobs.
Who was it? What was it?
It's Mercury Rev.
Mercury Rev.
Yeah.
We got to look it up. Mercury Rev. All right, big boobies. Let's go. All right, Miss Henny.
I love the 60s albums covers, and I love just the real kind of psychedelic and groovy covers, and I love the I like a lot of that rock and roll art from San Francisco from back in the day, the posters.
Yeah. Is there any one particular album that stands out to you? I know I'm putting everybody on the spot, but fuck it. Let's go.
No, not, I'm not. I mean, I feel like it's been a while since I've had albums in my hand.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Taco.
Making me realize.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah. Like everyone's already said, this is such a hard thing. I did recently get a really good copy of Grand Funk's We're an American Band, the gold cover.
Yeah.
Which I've been looking for. It's super simple. It's just gold, but it's like a nice copy. It's really dope.
Very cool. All right. Thank you, everybody. Cookie, what do you got?
Well, instantly something came to mind. It just always sticks out. And if you guys get a minute, so at some point, not now, but whatever, if you Google William Roger Dean Yes album covers. When I was a kid, the band Yes always had the raddest album covers. And just a quick story. I won't go too long with it, but I was, for my very first time, I was out in California, and many years ago, and I had to get this little gig it was called Togo's, making sandwiches while I was trying to get my music career going, right? So I worked with this kid there, and we went to his house afterwards. He was like, yo, come, you come out, we'll jam or whatever. He played bass or whatever, I forget. I go over there, and he has this artwork in his house, And I was like, yo, that shit looks like Yes album covers. And he's like, it is. My mom's good friends with the artist. And that's how when I was a kid, I really didn't give a shit about the artist's name. I embarrassingly say it, but then when I saw the actual artwork in a house that wasn't the album cover, kind of like the Sam Spratt thing, you know, we know him as an artist before an album art maker. Well, to me, it was the other way around. I knew the album art, and then I was like, this shit's so cool, but I never thought of putting it together. Hey, if I like that art, maybe that dude does some other shit besides making album covers, you know? But anyway, that's my story. Just riffing.
That's right. I'll take the last one here. I'm going to say most memorable, and I thought was really, really dope as a kid, was Billy Paul's War of the Gods, I believe the album is. And it's really, just look it up. Billy Paul, War of the Gods, I believe. And I don't know who the artist was on this thing, but this was an album that my dad had. And I just thought it was really fucking cool. It was like, I remember it was a head, snakes coming out, but art was really, really dope. And so that one
Your dad had a Billy Paul album?
My dad had that album. My dad,
Yo,
dude,
your
my
dad
dad
is
had
cool.
everything.
You had a really cool dad, you know?
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, dude, my dad had Lou Rawls, Sam Cooke. He had Frank Sinatra, obviously, Thelonious Monk, you know, Ray Charles. He had like everything that you could, yeah, all the good shit my dad had. Really tight. And that Billy Paul album. But also I want to say as a what is it, like memorable? I don't know what you want to call it. Like I'll mention it also, is the back cover of Van Halen Diver Down. It's just an iconic where their backs are facing the camera, right? But they're facing the crowd. So the picture's taken from behind them. And it's this massive stadium. It's like 100,000 people. I don't know. It was like in a football stadium, I guess. It was. And as a kid, you know, wanting to do music and, you know, getting involved, you're like, wow, that's fucking, to me, just super iconic. So check those out. Check everybody's choices out for sure. All right. I want to thank everybody for being here. This has been a fun little community jam. Oh, where's Miss Henny at? Where's she at?
You got to spin the bot.
Huh? What'd you say? What did you say, Cookie?
Oh, we got to spin the bot. How do we do that?
Yeah, we got to spin the bot. Well, I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me see. Well, I don't know how to do it. Did you guys? Okay, so there's only 2 people in there. So let's wait. I don't want to end the stream right now. I just wanted to thank everybody for being here because it's you know taking their time out of your day or your night to come and hang out with us. But let's try and get some more people in there. Who here entered? Who entered? That's in the Minton entered. Henny, did you enter?
Not yet. I don't really know. Well, I guess I gotta navigate over there.
I wasn't going to enter. I'm a guest on the show. I didn't want to.
No, you're
my name in there.
This is the community, man. So it's like everybody is eligible for it. There's no. It's you know, we're using Rafflebot. Rafflebot is a unbiased, you know, bot. And where's Minty? Minty.
It's a cool piece. It's a real cool piece. Hef, let me see. Should I post it or do you want to post it or?
No, I'll post it. Why don't you talk and I'll post. And Minty, if you want to come up on stage, I sent you that link. So if you want to come and hang out with us while we're here.
Oh, that'd be cool. And Minty's here. Badass.
Minty's here somewhere. And you're eligible. See, he's saying some legends are up here. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Let's go, bro. And
Well,
yes,
I forgot the code.
you can win.
Oceans.
Okay. You got the code? I won't tell you, but Minton just did.
Oceans.
What?
Right. Oceans.
I entered.
Nice.
To the authenticator.
Okay, but just FYI, like Cookie and I are not entering this thing. Okay, so we are not eligible.
Wait, I think Sims entered though.
I was just gonna say a Sims in there.
Is he? How can you tell?
No, I just made that shit up. I thought it was funny because
no, he is in there. He's in there.
No, it's a random bot.
I don't get why Sims can't be allowed to win. He like,
yeah, it's random.
You know,
It's
let him
random.
win, dude. It's
Yeah, I
fucking
mean, I
random.
think, yo, it's kind of like we're all here. It's like I think it's like saying nobody can win. You know, I think we should all be able to win. Trust us, it's a random thing. I mean, really, you know, it's like
It's ridiculous when people complain when you give something away for free. You
I
know,
know.
Dude, when you won on FOMO Hour, Burn, I was happy for you. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!"
But if I would have won a Punk, you would have been mad. Come on, don't lie.
No, hell no. Are you kidding? Henny,
Yeah.
how was it when? How did I react when you won the Punk?
Everybody was so happy for me. It was awesome. It was like
we
one
were
of the
pumped.
best things ever. I was super grateful. Everybody made it really fun, which was super awesome.
That's right.
It was great.
I wouldn't be mad at you, Burn, if you won the Punk. Trust me. It was just
Thank you, man.
more ginger fuel is what it would give me here.
Yo, in reality, I can speak for everybody here except for Taco. Before they even had these spins, we all listened to the show every day anyway. It's like we love the show. The fact that they give shit away, it's just like it's like some crazy bonus, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, you'll always see that though.
I wanted to show you guys the Billy Paul album cover. This thing is
badass.
So as a kid, I'm not gonna lie. As a kid, I was scared. I saw this. My dad had it. I was like, "Oh, what is this?" I was really, really young, and then I put it on to listen to it, and lights out. Okay, so we're looking for.
I looked it up. It's by a guy called Roger Hayne from Philly, I think.
Wow, Philly.
Sorry, Pennsylvania. Sorry.
Well, Billy Paul's a Philly guy.
Yeah,
and yes, from Pennsylvania, but he is also known. He painted covers of all the Chronicles of Narnia books, the C.S. Lewis.
Wow.
In the wardrobe. So did a lot of paperback book covers. Apparently, got it.
Paperback writer.
It's pretty cool.
All right, where is Coldy at? Okay, here it is. Okay, this fucking piece is really cool, everybody. I mean, this is really special that we're giving this away on the show. Let me put it here. Bam. Now I can pull it up on stage. Let me get to it, everybody. Oh, you don't see it? You guys don't see this? What the fuck? Do you see me moving at all?
I see
this is his Medium. This is his Medium article.
Yeah, the Medium post.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm on the Medium page, but give me a second, guys. Hang on. Oopsies. I was on the wrong page, guys. Sorry. Here it is.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. I was scrolling on the original thing, and yeah, I'm getting used to StreamYard. So this is the piece, everybody. We're giving this piece away. We're raffling it off. The passcode you should have. If you don't, we'll give it away one more time. It's called Oceans. The password is Oceans. You need to go to rafflebot.xyz and sign up and do that. We'll give you 5 more minutes to do that. And then we're going to give this sucker away. I can't wait to give it away. Who's winning this? Where's the prediction?
Little nod. There's a little nod to whatchamacallit, X-Copy too, the grifter in there, you know?
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. You want to talk about it? I'll point it out.
No, you can go. I just wanted to mention it. That's all.
It's so right here. So Coley mentioned that X-Copy is CCO. So what he did was he put this blue part, which is a grifter, part of the face, and the stars are part of that X-Copy. So it's a pretty cool piece that someone's going to win here. And I'm thinking about entering the contest myself just because there's not many people. Just kidding. Good joke, guys.
It was really cool too. That I thought the way how Coley said, you mentioned it earlier, how like his inspirations, his work, they would kind of raise his hand, metaphorically. And the title of the pieces was based off of Eddie Vedder saying "lifters, not grifters." And lo and behold, he's got an X-Copy grifter in the piece of work that he put together. I thought that was pretty cool usage from him. You know,
pretty slick, dude. Pretty slick.
Yeah.
Eddie Vedder was yelling at what did he say? Grifters. We need lifters.
We need lifters, not grifters. You know.
Yeah. Taco and Burn. How many grifters have you met since being in Web3?
I'm sitting with 5 of them right now, man. No, I've
Like
seen
someone
a
that
lot.
really grifted, someone that's extremely grifty.
I haven't made friends with any, thankfully.
That's good.
Yeah. But I've seen a lot. I've had a lot slide in my DMs.
I was gonna say there must, because you're part of the, that community thing, people must be hitting you up all the time. Taco, you guys must be left and right. You guys must get hit up.
Hitting us up, and also impersonators they're bad. There's 7 other tacos with my profile picture circling my Discord every day trying to steal people's money.
No shit. Burn, you get that too? You got people really?
Best form of flattery, man.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna
getting
start
grift
a burn
copied
account now. Definitely. I'm gonna be epic burn doggler. I'm gonna be epic burn doggler wrecked rug radio.
I mean, Tabernac did it in the rug Discord. He changed his name to Burn Panda. So
that's right.
It's everywhere. Even the mods are doing it.
That's right. I think I forced his hand in doing that because I'm always goofing around in there. Why'd you guys take my troll thing away?
Sims cleaned up a bunch of like old rolls and
I
wiped out. We just gutted everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm only kidding.
I'll get it back. Hold on.
No. I was just joking. It was fun while it lasted. It was actually fun. You guys are, Rug Radios. Yeah, love you guys. Oh, Minty says he totally impersonates you, dude, on the weekends. Minty is a wedding DJ. Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. So what's new with you guys? What's new? I guess let's start with Miss Hennessy, because you got Create 24 while we're waiting for a couple more people to do this, and then we're going to raffle this sucker off. This is going to be so much fun. Miss Henny, tell us what's new with Create 24 within 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, well, we just are releasing some new stuff. We did a pretty cool interview with an artist called Gina Choi, who is an Australian who's really into kind of the relationship between nature and traditional Chinese art. So she was really interesting. And then I have OSF. I had a great chat with OSF in Lisbon, and he is the most casual, like nicest guy. And it's not like a super long interview, but it's about 6-7 minutes, and he just elaborates on a few. You know what I mean? He just elaborates on, like, for instance, on his piece Red Light District, and so it's a really fun interview. And we're gonna weave a bunch of his art in and that kind of thing. So we've got a few more, just leading up to getting ready for our Basel, Miami. So that's what's up.
Great. That's what's up. Well, yeah. Hopefully, we'll see you. We'll see you definitely at Art Basel.
Yeah, me and Bruce. Yeah, he'll be there too.
Yeah. If you get a tap on the other shoulder, I'm definitely going to be like, I made you look. That's going to be me for sure.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. Burn Doggler, what's new with you besides the rec drinks? What's new on, what can you talk about? Myriad, Rug Radio? 2 minutes.
Myriad's cooking, dude. It's the devs are constantly updating things, whether it's like little UI tweaks to make things look better. But it's progressing along. There's some fun stuff coming up, without saying too much, but yeah, they're in great shape. Good partnerships being made behind the scenes. There's a lot happening. We're going to be onboarding more users, and soon enough going live to the masses. So Myriad's going to be plugged into a lot of places. It's going to be in a lot of places. So
excellent.
It's exciting, man.
Very cool. Yeah, we're looking forward to utilizing some of the stuff, as a creator, to get engagement, and to get people, moving and shaking. So that's awesome. And I love what's going on. I am happy that it's a lot faster now. It used to be like watching paint dry, because it's obviously in beta. So, when it was trying to get back to the homepage and I know that they're working, so I was not bringing this topic up at all to anybody, but I'm happy now because I'm seeing, that when you click, you get to where you got to go. Boom, you get to where you got to go. And
Bring it up, man.
Huh?
Bring it up. Anything you see that you don't like, bring it up. It's good.
Yeah, well, I knew that they would be working on this. I knew that they knew that it was slow, so I didn't want to keep poking the bear, so to speak. I brought up other things that I felt were important. I was actually one-on-one with a dev. I don't even know who the hell I was talking with, but I was like every little tiny thing and getting it to them, and they were fixing it like as we were talking. So that was actually really cool to get involved in that way. And I'm excited about it all in general because I think it's an actually really cool thing to where it does boost and build that engagement, and it also makes people read. It makes people get involved with stuff, and it's fun for the prediction markets, and you're earning points. Like, do we know what drank points are? I think we all have some sort of an idea of what the heck it is, but we really don't. And the same thing with myriad points or rug tokens. I'm excited to just know what the fuck is happening when it's going to happen. So, yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here now for this.
It's above my pay grade, but yeah, me too.
That's fun stuff, with the myriad stuff. I was just curious if everybody here that's utilizing it. Do you guys we pretty much are all going to the web page to use it, right? Like my browser wallet, the myriad wallet, I'll click on that and then it'll say view the dashboard and then it opens up the browser. Is that how you guys are accessing it? The reason why I say this is the API from Twitter is read for when you consume, and I'm sorry if I'm bringing this up during our show, but hey, what's up, Minty? But just 2 seconds on this. The API from Twitter, when you're listening to the show, picks up through Twitter, right? But when you're actually retweeting and engaging from that, you almost have to start from the Myriad website. Like, it doesn't just pick it up, even though you're logged into Twitter per se. It doesn't automatically clock those retweets and likes and responses. Is that correct or no?
It should. If you have the plugin and you're logged into the plugin, it will. But on the page, you still got to click the button so it knows that you're doing the quest.
I see.
But there's little tweaks that are that's all going to be like changed. It'll be on mobile, like fully mobile. Yeah, it's still a baby now, but there's a lot coming. The devs are cooking, sure.
It's cool.
Are cooking for sure. That is the truth. Speaking of cooking, it's Taco Tuesday. Taco, 2 minutes. What's cooking with you?
It is Taco Tuesday. I love that. Yeah, I work for the Planet Mojo team now. But if anybody watching has questions about Gala Music, this is a music program. Hit me up. I'm still working with those guys. I support what they're doing. I support independent artists. Making a bit more money when they can. I will also be in Miami for our Basel. I haven't made any plans yet, so would love some recommendations on where the cool kids are going to be hanging out.
Hell yeah.
I'll probably be at Waffle House most of the time, but I should probably also do some networking. Minty, how's it going? That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, excellent. Well, we'll connect, and then hopefully, because we want to meet you in person. So definitely got to come by the Rug Radio, our house. I don't know where it's going to be at this year, but we'll see you definitely somewhere. We'll catch up for a drink or something, or a slice of pizza or a taco, or two. We're sure. Minty, welcome to Jus Riffin. Minty Fresh Vibes is in the building.
I'm excited to be up here with you guys. I like on the camera. I'm usually like just my kids are like just screaming and stuff. So they'll be like making guest appearances as they run through. But
awesome.
Excited to always vibe about music, and this is such a great crew. What's up, Taco? I feel like I love seeing Taco. I'm like almost sad that I didn't know there was a transition there with Gala, because I love running into Taco like these independent music things.
You're still going to run into me at the independent music things.
Okay. It's one of my favorite things. Man, just coming up here to vibe. I know this is the community show, and you guys mentioned Burn Dog impersonators, and I definitely do those on the weekends for weddings. I make really, really good money. I make really good coin, lots of ape coin, bizarrely.
I love it. Yo, I just want to add, Minty is like the pioneer video space music guy. And the reason why I say that is because, like, years ago, like a few years ago, when I was looking for spaces about music on Web3 stuff,
Minty.
like I saw that Minnie was having a space, and I turned it on real quick, but it freaked me out because he was like the only one doing video. So like I thought I was just gonna have this space come on, and then I saw like a video image, and I was like, and it scared me. Not that you scared
like, that
me.
dude has way too much hair. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, man? You know, I was robbed. Spotify.
Was he dressed up like Burn that day? Is that why?
But it's just wild. But now, like, everybody's doing video. It's funny though, you know, it's kind of picked up. But anyway, just riffing.
Just riffing. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to get back to you, Minty, because I want to hear your 2 minutes on what's happening with you. I want to jump to my dog Minton because it's getting late over there with him. 2 minutes, my dog Minton. What's new with you? What's good? What's cooking? All right.
Well, I mean, yeah. So I think, you know, a couple of weeks ago, we lost our dog who'd been ill for some time. So that's really what's new, getting used to that, which is hard, but you know, it's we knew it was going to happen. What else? I'll tell you, one thing I was going to mention. I saw yesterday an image, I think a teaser image for, there's a new biopic of Bruce Springsteen coming out, starring the name's just gone from my head. The guy that's in The Bear.
That one guy. Yeah.
But
Minty
Google
probably
it
knows.
because it's just such perfect casting. He just has exactly the right New Jersey kind of look, and he's a fantastic actor. His name's totally gone, but he's the lead guy in the show. Jeremy, Jeremy Allen White, is it?
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah. So Google that, just Bruce Springsteen, him.
Yeah, I saw something on that.
It's an amazing image.
That's what's new. So you're excited about this? That's excellent, bro. I'm not excited about it, but definitely going to check it out when it comes out.
And the only other thing I'm doing is these ghosts. That I set up a thing about a year ago where people can adopt a ghost. And I'm just doing like adoption certificates and using some AI to do some imagery, and then editing it myself because I can't draw. But I'm handwriting all the ghost profiles and adoptions.
Very cool.
Selling a few here and there, just $5. And
it's going to be on the blockchain.
It's not at the minute, but I have been looking into that. I'm not set up for it yet, but yeah, this time next year. But yeah, adoptaghost.net. There you go. That's my program. That's the other thing.
Hell yeah. Okay, adoptaghost.net. I got to go check this out. Hold on.
No, that's super sweet. I'm excited for that because I think it's such a cool idea. Like you could even go like deeper with it to try and like find actual hauntings. Be like, no, this is Jeremy Allen Black from, this particular house. And he's like, this is his, his actual backstory. That would freak people out.
Yeah. The main thing is just trying to make it sort of, the tricky bit has been occasionally trying to make it safe. So you don't, if you don't want to get too close to something that might actually have happened to someone or someone that someone knows. I did have someone adopt one on, but yeah, that's the thing. In memory of a friend of theirs that had actually died, and you just want to be really careful about not making it too. It's very lighthearted and fun and sort of family safe.
£5.
Yeah. £5 English.
Let's go.
Squarespace won't let you put multiple currencies for some reason.
Is that Burn Dogler? I'm just playing.
We can only see the home screen. If you,
I'm pretty frosty, man. Oh, I thought you were talking about that like super white ghost right there, but I mean,
hold on a second, right here. Hold on, I was on the wrong page as per usual. Right here, Burn. There's Burn Dogler right there. Burn, just chilling.
That's me before I grew my hair out.
Very cool, man. Oh, Burn, you're there again, dude, with a purple hat, bro.
The one, if you go up,
ladies club.
If you go up one, that's Cookie.
Oh, Cookie. What is Cookie holding? What is that? Is that a pumpkin?
I think it's a gourd. I believe.
That looks like an eyeball right there.
It's a bowl of oatmeal. I should know.
Holding a baby. You're holding a baby's head there, bro.
It's a bowl of oatmeal.
That top image is
it's a bowl of oatmeal. Okay. All right.
Anyway.
All right.
That's
this
how
is
oatmeal
awesome.
looks in the afterlife.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you for your 2 minutes. And one more. Oh no, we did Henny. Cookie, then Minton. I'm Cookie, then Minty. I'm sorry. Cookie, what's new with you? 2 minutes.
I've just been really grinding out this solo show. I'm really stoked, man. I got some gigs coming in, and I'm using technology, messing around with some AR stuff too. It's different, man. People are gonna see an old geezer out there doing some new tricks. So I'm stoked, man. I got some new songs, and I'm just really excited to bring music to human flesh, as opposed to, the airwaves. MP3s are like this big, records were kind of this big, but a human being's like this big, and it makes a bigger impact on the world. So that's what I want to do. I want to reach humans with a human.
That's
Cookie. What cities you doing?
I'm sorry, what's that?
What cities you doing, Cookie?
Well, right now I'm just Philadelphia. I'm not just Philadelphia, but all through Pennsylvania, Jersey, Delaware, like the tri-state area. But that's for the next probably 3 months, because I'm just making sure that the show is worthy. But then after that, I'm gonna be everywhere. So I'm hoping by springtime, and I'm gonna be dropping new music regularly through. So by springtime, I'm gonna be branching out to everywhere. Hopefully in some different countries too. So fingers crossed.
When London.
I'm hoping maybe summertime, but we'll see what happens. People have to like the music I'm putting out first.
I'm writing it down in my calendar, Cookie. Amsterdam, April 20th. Okay.
I love it. I've never been to Amsterdam either, but are you in Amsterdam? I thought you were in Cali.
No, I'm in Los Angeles, but I would go to a show on 420 to see you, Cookie.
Hey,
I'll definitely be in somewhere in California. I don't know, sometimes, but I'm going to be out and about, Hef said he's going to come in and play on a little drums too for a few of the shows.
That's right. I'm going to hit some skins, 100%. Minty, are you going to be in Miami, by the way, for Art Basel?
I never get to Miami, and I have the most FOMO with Miami. Miami is sort of like the heart of Rug Radio events. It's the heart of Goons World, which I think is one of the best clothing lines of Web3. So it's two communities I really rock with are super present. This is their Super Bowl, and I always miss it every year.
Why you don't want to do it? What's wrong?
I need a couch. I need a flight. I need things to sustain myself to get there. But yeah, no, I love the communities that are present there, and they always have a really great time out there. And I really feel the FOMO, because especially at the Rug Radio things, man, I really felt like that last announcement and so much. I mean, Burn, did you make it out? Because there was so much going on with the announcements and everything. It was such a great vibe where it was just wow, this could really turn into something magical. And there were so many people who wanted to be a part of it that were present for it.
Whoops.
Yeah, I was there. I was there, and this year it's going to be bigger and better. It's yeah,
damn it,
it's going to be sick this year. It's we're working on it a lot.
Any alpha?
Nope. It's gonna be sweet though.
That's enough alpha. Bigger than last year. Last year was insane. That's mental.
True. I'm excited for
We're gonna be the #1 event again.
Yeah. We had Farouk on the show, Burn, and we were what's up with the entertainment aspect of it? Because J6 and I wanted to get involved with the, maybe booking of some music artists and doing something different, but we just couldn't get to the person, whoever it was. And so I kind of gave up after Sims. I was like, I'm done. I think I had asked you too, but it's so hard to try and, I guess, pinpoint who's doing it, and then, the coordination. So
send me an email. Do you have my email address?
Do I have your email? I'll get it from you. I'll DM you, and then we'll.
Okay. I can push it if it works for any of the events. It just depends on who's the partner, because whoever's the partner sponsoring that piece is going to get to say over the music. However, let's talk, man. I mean,
yeah, we wanted, I don't know, it might be too close now, too late now, but I don't know. We'd like to, no, it's okay. Good. So yeah, maybe
not here on Jus Riffin. Jus Riffin, you know a guy.
Yeah, we know a guy.
We need, DJs for sure, but there's some like special requests and things like that. But there might be some spots for sure.
Okay, cool. That would be cool, man. All right. So Minty, 2 minutes? What's new with you? What's good with you? And then we're gonna go do this raffle.
On the spot, I'm just coming to vibe, but I love that my dog Minton's making stuff. I think that's part of. And thank you, Cookie, for mentioning my music show. That's kind of why I'm here. I'm here to highlight ways in which to enter blockchain and in which to use Web3 and these kind of these ideas that we have like that are just cool and fun and like a vibe. Well, how do you make a shit ton of money out of that? How do you turn that into something that's even bigger using that funding? That's what people are doing every day in this space, and I highlight those people. And I was doing one very hardcore for music, sponsored by Son Sound for a long time. But it's, Son is very focused right now on making the headphones. And so, we were just like, okay, I think that's my time here. I want to be in this space. I want to be in this space with the creators. And so for me, being with Rug Radio has always given me that. So I've just, been kind of going hard on that. I've been trying to line up some really big guests, which is crazy. I'm talking like, I don't know if I dropped here, but like JFK, like Junior wanted to like, talk to somebody like me. I was like, what? And so they sent, person, they said like, hey, he wants to be on like shows just like yours. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, so, but the scheduling of all these things just takes forever. So I feel kind of stuck in this holding pattern, but then at the same time, I got all these friends who are doing as you're doing, Minton, just creating things. And I'm just going back to that. I'm just going to talk to friends. That's what my show has been about for now 4 years. Just me talking to friends who are doing that, making that step. Into Web3 where, they're minting out on ApeCoin. They're kicking ass on ApeCoin right now. ApeChain is really a vibe. And if you're not there, it's probably the best ecosystem by far right now because they're looking for originality. They're looking for something different because right now they're just all doing like, I don't know who this is, but like they're just all doing lots of iterations of apes and they're trying to find the original. And when the originality hits, it's 2,500 per NFT. It's a really a hot market right now where if you can bring a really great idea to there and have the support of the community, which is, something, again, I love and I'm here for. And and it's part of why I did the thing for Web3 music was I'm just like, it didn't have a voice, right, Cookie? So it was just like, I'm just going to do it. And, it was doing well. And sadly, I think music NFTs sort of had a bit of a rough patch right now. But I think that, with Gala, with, there's other iterations of it that I think makes sense for the artist so that they can sustain themselves and sustain their career and sustain their focus within this space. Because that was the thing. It was just like, oh, I can't mint out NFTs here anymore. Shit, I'm going to have to go, on the road and open for Cookie because that's the only way to make money. So it's been a struggle, I think, to keep pace with the tech that allows the artist to germinate and to create. But that's kind of what I'm here for, is to say like, oh wait, hey, there's tools here. And again, Minton, I actually, please check out my show because I think you'd be really inspired. Be like, oh, this is such a natural for an NFT. I can drop this on ApeChain in 5 minutes with you, like right now. And when suddenly, you're rolling and it's like, you don't know what happens. I think, who's it? Mela B is going to do a show. I think it's tomorrow or the next day. Taco, I think Mela. But like, I didn't know this, but she got her start. She was a streamer and who was it? Kobe came on to her stream and was like, hey, let's just blow this person up. And they like texted her like on the stream, open a MetaMask. And she's like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Right. But she's like, whatever. All right. If you're going to give me a couple bucks, she ended up raising $250,000 that night.
Wow.
She's going to talk about that story. I didn't know that story. This is 3 years ago. That's how they onboarded her into Web3 music. And it's just a wonderful story. And it's a wonderful way, again, of understanding the power of fans and interest and attention within this space.
That's awesome. Okay, everybody, my ETH address is just...
bring them now. I'm going to start putting mine under, instead of Burn Dog impersonator. What am I doing? I need to put my address.
Yo,
can you
guys should see me juggle. Wait, I can juggle. Yo, really, I can.
Can you guys onboard me to Web3, please? So I can get that bag as well. By the way, Taco, what's the score of the game? Is it 6-5 Dodgers? Taco?
Yeah, it's 6-4
Dodgers?
No, Yankees.
Oh, Yankees.
Top of the 7th, 2 out.
All right, there's still
man on second. We got time.
A little bit of time, LA. Let's go, LA. Whip that motherfucker pony. Whip that pony. Whip that horse. We got a very special guest with us tonight as well. Want to thank everybody for being here. But we got my guy, Line Trash, is here. Line Trash is the dude that is doing all the art.
Line Trash, what up?
He's done the art that's behind there with the skull. And Line Trash has been doing these artworks for us for the flyers, actually. And we're going to auction the artworks off by themselves, not as a flyer, but for Line Trash, because he's doing such a fantastic job. Line Trash, how are you, man? Is your mic on?
Yeah, what's up?
Hell yeah, dude. So you're in a cave, and so you're mining.
I'm still at work.
You're mining Bitcoin?
No, I'm still at work. We had a cut over today, a big old outage.
Crazy. So just a little inside. Line Trash is an electrician. When the hurricane comes.
I'm a lineman. It's different.
You're different. My bad. But you work with electricity, right?
Yeah, high voltage.
High voltage. That's like, during the hurricanes and the poles are down. They Superman right there. That's Line Trash, aka super trash, superhuman.
Can we talk a little bit of Web3 here? Because this is the thing. Like, you bring up Line Trash, who's to me like a legend. Line Trash, like your art, like in your work seriously, you know this too, because I reach out to you and I tell you this directly. Your work is so damn underrated. What has been the thing that stopped you from making that move into that Web3 business for yourself as an artist?
I don't know how to do all the other stuff. I just know how to draw. Pretty much it. I tried doing all the other. It's just too much, man. I can't.
Like getting
I don't have time for it. Like I did a couple of things. I don't know what do we do with Manifold? I think we run the Manifold Mint whenever Corey Van Loo did his drop with Rug Radio that Faces of Web3. Me and a couple of guys, we ended up, I don't know what they did. They kind of rewrote how the payment is for Manifold to where you could buy it with Rug token. So we actually minted those and you could pay with Rug before Corey and Farouk and Rug Radio did their drop. I think it was like that 2 days before, something like that. It was pretty cool.
I still have that.
Nice. Yeah, that's the only thing that I really minted. I can't do all the other stuff. It's too much headache.
It's a lot of work, man, that goes into it. We're gonna, like I was saying earlier, like the art that Line Trash has been doing for the show, we're gonna actually put that on chain for him, and we're gonna auction all those pieces off. They're all gonna be one of ones, and all the proceeds are gonna go to Line Trash, because Line Trash has a house in Texas that got really bad flooded, and dealing with the insurance is not always the best. So this is going to be us giving back to Line Trash as well, but also people that are in the community are going to get some really cool pieces of art that are going to be one of one that he did. So excited about that.
Yeah, that's been fun. I like doing it.
Hell yeah. Okay, so the time is.
Just for those auctions, make sure you keep the Rug team updated on that so we can help push it too.
Yeah. We're gonna. It's gonna be one of those things that has to be planned. Burn. Like we're not gonna just by the seat of our pants just do it. We just been talking about it, and we want to figure out the best strategic play for it, because there are going to be auctions, and we want to make sure that we get as many people involved with it as possible. Because it is for a good cause, and it's also really cool art, to be honest with you, and all one of one. So definitely reach out for that and figure out the best route. We'd love to have Rug. Obviously, we roll with Rug, and this show is powered by Rug Radio, so that's where we're at on all that shit. The show, 100%. And you're still a ginger. What? All right. All right. So now we only have 5 people in here. So you guys have a good chance of winning here. 1 of 5 chances. All right. I'm going to go ahead and run this spot. I'm going to do what's called, it says random draw. Let me show you guys. Let me share the screen. Where the hell is my share screen? Okay. This guy's going to fucking raffle. He's going to give the thing away. All right, let me go to RaffleBot. Sorry, guys, just bear with me because I got to go to a different thing. You guys see this, right? Okay. So those are the 5 peeps. So I'm going to go ahead and hit random draw like this. Hopefully it works. DJ Ty, thank you very much for letting us use RaffleBot for this Jus Riffin Coley giveaway. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Jus Riffin. We do it every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Always about music, tech, art, just blockchain, Web3, cool stuff. Last Tuesday of the month, we do this community jam. So everybody, you're more than welcome to come if you want to get on stage and hang out with us. Just come through, hang out. All right, so here we go, everybody. You guys ready?
Wait, can we get a drum roll?
All right.
Here we go.
And the winner is, oh, it's Burn Dogler.
Burn Dogler. Hell yeah.
Oh my God. Do you guys hear the music too? Oh, you don't see this part of it.
We didn't see
it. We didn't see it.
Hold on.
It's not rigged, guys. I swear it's not rigged. Thanks, Chef.
Wait, hold on. Why is it not coming through? Oh, it's on the wrong screen. Why? I don't know why it's not coming through. Why is it? It's on my screen. They're dancing. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let me get this to the right screen. Let me try something, guys. Sorry.
You try resizing the screen sometimes in the viewer.
I'm going to try to go to the screen itself. Where is it at? RaffleBot. Here it is. Okay. Okay, you see this now, right?
Oh, there we go.
I don't know why it wouldn't show up on my thing, you know? All right, so let me stop it because the music is... All right.
Good, man.
There it is right there. Basically, just hit this random... I hit that random draw. And congratulations, Burn, bro. This is very cool that you won.
Yeah, so I'm like a huge Eddie Vedder fan too. My uncle grew up with them. They're like childhood friends. Like when I was a kid, like I drew on a menu at a restaurant and Eddie put it on his fridge. Like I still listen to Pearl Jam all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I did send Coldie's tweet to my uncle and I was like, dude, like what's up? He didn't reply. I sent it on Facebook. I don't have his number. I should probably text it to him, but yeah, it's awesome. I'm a huge Coldie fan, huge Eddie Vedder, and huge Pearl Jam fan. So it's
that's
sweet.
Awesome. Well, considering the fact that you work, Rug Radio and stuff, you're gonna have to split it with somebody. I'm just playing.
I'll give Sims half of it.
I'm just joking.
We'll floor it. I'll
give him, yeah, okay, give him half.
No, it's a keeper. This is a vault one.
You just tell him you charge him the gas fee. That's all. Okay, so we'll get that to you, Burn. Congratulations on that, everybody that's listening and watching. Twitch, YouTube, X. Burn Dogler just won a very cool Coldie decentralized Eddie Vedder. So congratulations again on that.
Yeah, and whenever you guys go live, hit me in DMs with the link, and I'll get it to our social dudes so they can retweet it from Rug Radio as long as they're still awake. So let me start trying to push your show more for sure.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, man. We love you guys. All right, so we were talking about two also like physical pieces. So I have so many records. I have so much stuff. I actually have some cool stuff from my old record label. I still have these records sealed. We're going to be giving some cool stuff away during these community jams. So the community jams we do last Tuesday of every month. So we're going to be giving free shit away, right? To somebody lucky. So I have these really cool, like these are 10-inch records. These are actual physical records. This one here is a very, very cool, unique record called, it's Mr. Oizo. If you're not familiar with Mr. Oizo, it's Mr. period Oizo. Make sure you go check this out. Analog Worms Attack. Great record. It's on 10-inch. I actually have two of them.
Is that the French guy?
Yeah, Mr. Oizo.
Yeah. Wazo, I think.
Oh, Wazo. Maybe I say Oizo because it's Oizo, but you know
the original Yellow Puppet song was like #1 in the UK for a while. That's how they pronounced it here, but that doesn't mean it's right.
Oh, I mean I could see that, I guess, if you say so. Another cool record is a picture disc of Peter Tosh, 10-inch. All right, and it's Legalize It. With the remixes, dubs.
Oh, I want that one. I gotta win that one.
This one's really cool. Check this out. So it's 10-inch picture disc. And we'll send it to you. This is not like you win it and you have to pay for shipping.
Sure, and I'm not trying to flex or anything, but in one of the coming weeks, I'm going to be giving away this particularly epic duck.
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started, Cookie. I got a J6 guitar pick around here. I keep it at my desk.
I found it too. I found it. I was looking through my stuff. I have it.
You should scan the QR sometime. Don't be afraid.
Oh,
that's right.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
This is a really cool record. I wanted to keep going with this, just show you guys a couple things. These are from my personal stash. This is from a record that has is now defunct called Soulfire Records. It's a 10-inch, but it's like a 45, but it's a 10-inch. So back in the day, all these like funk 45s, that's where the term funk 45 came from, because they were funk records that were on 45s because they weren't doing albums, they were just doing singles. And sometimes you would see on these funk 45s like a part 1 and a part 2. Usually the part 2 was more instrumental of them just really riffing, just still jamming. So this is the Whitfield brothers on one side, Chokin' and Rampage. So this is really cool. I have it upside down for you guys here. But so yeah, this is a cool piece. If someone's lucky going to win, we'll figure out how.
Is that an X jukebox one with the big hole in the middle?
Say it again.
Is that the inch wide hole in the middle? They're often like from a jukebox? I don't know, or designed for a jukebox.
Yeah, 45. Yeah, like I was saying, like so that hole is a 45 hole, and right. Whereas this hole here, give you record 101. So this hole here, this little baby hole, that's for 33 1/3. I mean, you probably could do 33 1/3 with the bigger hole, but mainly those are for 45s, records that are played on 45. But this record here, actually, just to make sure I'm right, it is on 45. So it's, you still have to play it on 45 RPM, whereas the other ones are 33 1/3. This is a really cool record too. I can't see because the label is very dark. But I have 3 of these records. They're all different, okay? These are from G-Love Special Sauce. Baby's Got Sauce, limited edition 10 inches. Wow. So
that's the one. That's the breakthrough hit.
Yeah. So you can see it better here. So OK is an old school. So OK, old school jazz kind of record. Had. So they make the records come in 33 1/3 in the RPMs and the way that the speed is played, 45 and then 78. The 78s were like hard plastic, man. It was vinyl. I don't think it was vinyl. I think it was plastic. Honestly, I'd have to look the fact up, but they were hard as plastic, right? Not like vinyl where it's flimsy. Like this, you can bend it a little bit, has a little give to it. The 78s didn't. And OK was a record company that made 78. Yeah. All right.
Well, they're almost like sort of Bakelite kind of rigid plastic, quite thick.
Yeah. Where's Line Trash? He left. Miss Henny left. Okay, they're still there chilling. So yeah, I want to thank everybody. This has been a cool community jam. Seriously, thank you for hanging out with us. This is Jus Riffin. We do it every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you to Cookie. Thank you, Taco. My dog, Minton. Minty Fresh Vibes. Pardon me, Splash of Henny. Burn Dogler probably dipped out. Burn, he probably is like, take the money and run. Yeah. Oh, he's not here to hear me talk shit on him? It's okay. And Line Trash, that's in the dark over there. Hopefully you'll be out of that cave soon with some gold, some Bitcoin, something good. Yeah. My dog Minton, Splash of Henny. So yeah, thank you everybody. If anybody has any last words that they want to say, the mic is open. It's all yours. But I'm going to say peace for now.
Thanks for having me up, guys. Be sure to check out my show. I'm doing a series on Ape Chain. This weekend is going to kick off. I got a lot of early builders, people just like yourselves who are just like, how do I do this? Taking the tools that Ape Chain has given us. Again, they're giving us so much that you can like mint coins, mint NFTs very, very easily. But as you said, Hefner, very wisely, there's more to it. There's maybe some marketing to it. There's a lot of community development that needs to happen with that sort of stuff. But that's kind of what Reg Radio is here for, right?
That's right. Hell yeah. Where can they tell them where they just find you on your page? On your
on my page at Minty Fresh Vibes.
At Minty Fresh Vibes. Excellent, dude. And Minty, you got to come back and hang out with us, man, so we can talk about some music stuff and build. Taco also, man, would love to, catch you on, off the air at some point and, be great to build with you guys. Excellent, man. So I want to thank you, everybody. Cookie, what you got?
Great stuff. It's great vibes. I don't want to hold anybody up, but great vibes. And yeah, all you guys, it's always great seeing you every week. And it's great seeing you, Minty. Haven't seen you in a while, man. And Line Trash, man. Good look in that cave, man. It looks kind of scary there.
Hell yeah, dog. All right. So we out. Taco, anything you want to say last? Any last words?
No, go Dodgers, I guess.
Go Dodgers. Let's go Dodgers. Pick up the pace. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful and blessed night. We'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Jus Riffin. Tuesday night, 8:30 EST. Know where we be. Jus Riffin. Special guest and tech and talk. A musicology. Jus Riffin. Coming to you live at the same time. Here every week. Jus Riffin. Jump in the room. Let's chop it up. It really ain't that deep. Jus Riffin.